Yeah, 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 yeah. Let me take this off the screen.
One time, back in the lab.
Yeah, man. We ain't been here in a minute.
Feel good. Talking this good music.
This is what I'm talking about, people. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Crazy. We just talked about it yesterday. You just told people how you felt about Not Like Us. One day out, and you've been saying that to me, and I understand, and I'm right there with you when it comes to what Not Like Us is and what it represents, and this is basically what you've been asking for, man. So
You ask and you shall receive, people.
Yes, indeed. Man, what's good, D-Love?
Kendrick is one of those guys, and this is what I expect to hear when I hear him grace us with his presence,
right?
Or should I say his voice?
Right. What's good, D-Love in the building? What's good? We just popped up real quick. We're not gonna be here too long, but we did want to pop up on the day of, hours after the song dropped to give our initial reactions to it. I guess when it comes to initial reactions, what's the case?
I mean, I think everybody can see I'm very happy to hear it, because They Not Like It. They Not Like Us was not for me, but it was probably one of his biggest songs to date.
Right.
As far as numbers wise, I have some questions. Just listening to it, I think we're gonna get into it.
Yeah.
But as far as the song, I love it. I don't know what made him drop it. I don't know if this is a part of that promo run that we're expecting to see him do leading up to the Super Bowl. This could be a part of that. I don't know. But we all to a good start. That's all I can say about that.
I mean, I would have to say it to come days after, I think 2 days after the Super Bowl announcement for this to be dropped. Let me go to his channel. I don't think it's officially dropped on his channel yet.
No, it's not. I already checked. When
okay.
told us about it. That's the first place I went,
Yeah. So it hasn't officially dropped. I don't know what that means or what that but it's here 2 days after the Super Bowl. I don't think that's no coincidence that we have this song in front of us 2 days after the Super Bowl announcement. I know there's coincidences, but I don't think this is one. I will say that.
This ain't one of them. So what's your thoughts on the song, man?
I liked it. I liked it. It's almost a drumless song with a soul sample. I love drumless songs. As you know, as people who know my music, and yeah, I loved it. I loved the soul sample. It wasn't too repetitive. The sample didn't get cut quickly. It was a long spread of a sample to where it doesn't get repetitive by listening to it. That's the problem with a lot of drumless is the sample size is so short for the production. So I did like the production. If you want to get into some of the lyrics or some of the narratives he was putting forth, I definitely want to do that.
That's what we're here for. My first question before we can dig deep into it. So why you think he titled it "Watch the Party Die"?
Watch the party die. And some people might say that I'm looking too far deep into it, but the party in my book is not like us. The party in this title is the not like us party and what's going on in this environment that he's encompassed in right now. It's like he had a bar. He said, "Dear God." He had a "Dear God" segment, and that's that's the part where he said a bunch of "Dear God." Bless these words. He said, "Let the party die." The party, to me, it kind of reminds me of it, or it makes me think the party is not like us. He said, he said a lot of things that were kind of coded, like you got to burn it down to build it up. And when I heard that, that's kind of what triggered me to think that when he was talking about, when he says "let the party die," that maybe the party that he's talking about is this party with this fuckery going around, because he's not known for that. Or, well, he did Control, so I can't say that. But maybe this is to say, let the party die as, yeah, I did not like us, but let that die for a second and let me just talk. Let me get back to what I like to do and what my passion is, because that obviously hasn't been the music he's been making, but he made it and it was a party, and now he's like, now let that die. Okay, let it be what it is, and let me continue being what I do, and don't judge what I do compared to Not Like Us type of thing. It may be a reach, but I like to reach.
Okay, hey,
Especially with music.
You actually asked a question that I had, and of course, right now we're just making assumptions on what we think he's saying in the song, and also things that he may mean, because he definitely put a hidden message in a lot of his music. We know that.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, did he just do the song? Because I remember in the group chat, Crucial was like, this might be just a throwaway. And I was thinking to myself, man, hell no. But then again, like, there's been something that he's been done, and then you said it was, I guess, a response to, they're not like us. Like, let that shit die. So if that is true, then this is a new song that he done.
Right.
And to me, it will make more sense for it to be a new song if he's finna start this promo run.
Yeah.
Now, Kendrick, hold on. Let me look at my notes real quick, because I took some notes as well.
Okay.
It was something that he said. I think it was the third verse, and I think it was definitely a shout out, because a lot of people might not even know who Lecrae is.
Mm-hmm.
Lecrae is a gospel rapper, and he's very, very dope. And he was like, what would Lecrae do?
Right.
What you think he meant? Is that something that you think he's being spiritual, like what would God do, but he used the Lecrae name, or
the phrase what would God do, but he used Lecrae as interchangeable to say Lecrae as a talented Black artist, what would he do in his shoes? So yeah, I do think it was kind of symbolic in that sense, to where he's like, what would he do in this sense, to being basically on top of the hip hop game right now? You on the pinnacle of hip hop in 2024. You are at the pinnacle of what it is to be at the top of the game. What would Lecrae do? Like, what, and I like it. That makes it even more powerful to me, because you on top of the game. And everybody, let's not forget that song that he previewed. I was stargazing, where he started off, I was stargazing, reincarnated. I still want to hear that song. It's like, man, and this is what he put out. He like, no, I'm not gonna put out that. Y'all been inching at this. And the crazy part about that song, it's a dude I follow on TikTok. He's on like day 100 and something of dancing to that song. Every day he's put up a video dancing to an 8-second clip of that song. Day 100 and something dancing to Kendrick Lamar's snippet. Next day you see a whole new video with him dancing to that clip it. And Kendrick Lamar has seen that shit probably. Now, I'm not saying he's seen that, but he's seen the response from that, I think. And he like, you know what? Let me do me. I'm going to do me. Fuck that. Fuck the popular. He talked about radio personalities.
Yes.
He said he want the radio personalities in agony. Like, it's just going against a lot of what we see type shit. So I respect it. Even though I wish he never did Not Like Us, that song. But I respect this move. It shows that he's still him type of thing, you know?
Right. He also said something, can't remember which verse it was, but it's like, now you see why I'm not in a rush to put out music.
That's another note I got right here. Yep.
That touched me because I don't know if he was relating or relaying that statement to Not Like Us, because you know how I feel, I know how you feel. It's like, this is what the fuck y'all want to hear. You know what I'm saying? And that it's really sad, bro. That's one of his biggest songs, bro. It's sad because far as content, or should I say, as far as his lyrical ability as an artist, that overrides so many songs that he did for, I would say, the newer generation of listeners. You feel what I'm saying? Now, for the music heads, I think we would all agree, like, he was just bullshitting, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it took for that song,
right,
for him to do these type of astronomical numbers, bro.
And there's two ways. I hate to cut you off. There's two ways you can look at it as, he was bullshitting, or was he just compromising?
I will say this, and I said this in the group chat. I don't think he really put forth the effort, because we that was the final diss, right?
Yeah, that's kind of like the end of it right there, type of thing.
So it was just like, got a Mustard on the beat track, a DJ Mustard track. I'm just gonna have fun on it. Right. I think he felt like, even though he said some shit in that goddamn song that was kind of below the belt, I don't really think he put forth the effort like he did in that song, should I say.
Right. Salute Crucial in the building. What's good? D-Love say Sesame Street this. Crucial say before that song, it was Be Humble, and that's true. He has made hits. I don't want to take that from him that he hasn't made a hit before.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. I don't want to put, make it seem like that. Definitely, I guess, as far as the overall message of the song and the little the overtones of the ultimate meaning of the song, to me, he started off his first verse, and it was kind of like it was a bully the bully message. That's kind of what I took from it. Like, take all of these people who are all in power and do this to them. I want this person and that. I want these people like this to be fucked off like this. Like, it was kind of like a bully the bully message that he came off with, and it later kind of went on into some like life lessons of integrity and type things like that. But as far as the bully message, I think that was the ultimate overtone of the song, especially the radio personalities and agony. The one bar that really stuck, my favorite bar, was the glorify. What did he say? I can't even read my own handwriting. He say, they glorify seeming you would chip off a credit card. Some shit. I can't even read this one part. I was writing while he was rapping, so that shit kind of hard. I don't know. But when it comes down to it, I do think the bully was the message he was trying to get forth. And what's popular, let that shit die type shit.
I gotta ask this question because I haven't seen anyone say anything about it. I really don't want to say anything about it, but I have to, because I think it's gonna come out, because some people might have heard what I heard. You remember he said in the first verse, he said, it's too late to apologize now?
Right.
Who you think he was talking about, man?
I can't remember the context of it. I would have to listen again to see if that was a shot.
But I'm gonna have to listen to it again. But I was just waiting. When I heard the song, I was waiting to see on social media. Oh, did you hear that dish shot he took it cold?
Right.
I was waiting to hear that. I was waiting to see it because I was sitting like, huh? Because he don't want to apologize. You know what I'm saying? So
right. Yeah, and they gonna take anything he say, man. I've seen some disses, where they, make shorts and things, and they'll make anything look like anything in 2024 on the internet.
Yeah, just like the Mariah Carey shit I shared with you.
The Mariah Carey daughter, and you said she in the comments talking about I ain't Mariah Carey. Like,
I'm glad she did that shit too. Like,
right,
cap, bro, damn.
Right, put them on blast, like. But yeah, man, I definitely enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. We'll see what comes about. I don't know when it comes to artists leaking their own music. We seen Drake do it, and I think Drake might be getting in some troubles with that 100 gigs thing he did because the way he was putting music out, it wasn't clear. There were samples that wasn't cleared and things. So when it come to leaking something yourself, I hope Kendrick didn't do that. But I also hope that his engineer didn't leak it or some shit like that. Somebody got a hold of a flash drive and put it out, and now it just came out. But yeah, when it comes to that music, man, yeah, you got to clear your samples. Drake was definitely on some, thinking maybe entitlement. I don't know, but that whole 100 gigs project, there was some music on there that wasn't cleared from what I've been hearing.
Yeah, that's a bad move. We all know how that worked. We done seen a lot of artists get in trouble doing that type of shit.
Oh yeah. So
it was something that I wanted to speak on. Oh, it'll come back to me.
He said that they glorify scamming. You get a chip off this credit card. I felt that was it's the little shit sometimes for me. I forgot what he said before that bar, but they glorify scamming. You get a chip. So I don't know. I felt like that was dope, man. He had some lines in here. He was talking. When it comes to his cadence, I felt it matched the beat. I don't know. I feel like it was some dope shit going on, man. He in that stew. It's good to see him in that stew. Ultimately,
yeah. I want to go back. Let's break. I want to go back to the first verse. Maybe that might strike a memory of something that I want to say. Let's go back to this first one.
Yeah, I hate to stop it, but what you said, okay. Yeah, it did. I ain't gonna lie. So it sounds like he's not making amends, but what he's explaining his train of thought through this whole situation is what I'm getting from this first 8 bars here.
I mean, that could be, but why now? Why now? Everything's dying down.
Right.
If this is the case, I don't know, man. I hope it ain't. But if it is, I think he has the right to, because Cole said, "Hey, you want to take a shot? Go ahead. You well within your rights." Because I shouldn't have said what I said when I didn't really mean it. So I get that, but it's just like the timing of it all. But again, I'm not 100% sure that's what he meant, but it damn sure sounded like it to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting from it too. We'll keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, a lot of this when you look at it from the context of the beef, the pocket watching. That's Drake was we know Drake was talking about his deal situation and his label situation and all of that pocket watching. So people gonna run with this. I'm gonna just say that people gonna run. People gonna hang on every word he's saying. as we doing right now. Call it cloud chasing all you want. We cloud chase music over here, goddamn. We ain't cloud chasing other shit.
It ain't cloud chasing. We giving you educated
Yeah, and I said,
assumption, should I say?
Right.
Those
But
words
it's different from doing this and we, than doing the Rich Homie Quan, fucking, I still hold levels to this shit. Like when it comes down to this shit. Timothy Taylor in the building. He says the song is mid at best and won't be performed at the Super Bowl. Yeah, we just talked about that.
Just what I want to talk about. I'm glad you brought that up. And I think me and you talked about this backstage.
Yeah.
It's like this song will not come close to getting the attention that they're not like us.
Hell no.
There are people like us, music heads, that like this song better than they not like us. And I'm one of them. I don't care if they're not like us. I the beat, I didn't like it. I didn't like his verses because it wasn't him. This is Kendrick Lamar, people, and I said this in a song I never put out, that they act like Kendrick Lamar just became hot with They're Not Like Us. No. He dumbed it down just so he can bring in those listeners who can't catch the double and triple entendres, man. Yeah.
And I agree with everything you said. The only thing I will say is Not Like Us is Kendrick. You said that's not Kendrick. I think Kendrick, that is him as well. Like there's a duality to everybody who's living, bro. Like there's everybody got two sides to them. There's a duality, I feel like, within Kendrick's music, and because that's who he is. The person who makes Mother I Sober is the same person who makes The Control. And it's just kind of like a duality of two different, you have different thoughts at different times type of thing. So I do feel like it's him, but I do feel like he's more passionate, introspective, retrospective, and all of that to this actual spitting and this actual lyricism type thing.
Okay, that's I think that's a tough one for me to even accept that. Because let's think about it. I know when Jay-Z did the song, I guess it was response to Ether. It wasn't his best lyrical content, but if you want to say he dumbed it down, it was a tad. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to Not Like Us, that's a drastic drop for me. Because it's just so much that he said in that song. I was like,
is what? That even? Yeah. The A minor, like the A minor.
Which I understood what he meant by that. You know what I'm saying? Because the reference he made with the note, and then he's trying to say that's the type of
right.
But, you know what I'm saying?
But it's like you got this same, black conscious, man at the same time, man. He got some. Look, we all got a little fuck shit in us, man. So we all got a little pettiness in us, man. I ain't gonna lie. We got the. It's so. I just think it's the duality. We could agree to disagree on that. But I do everything else you said, man. I do agree with. What's good,
Miss Young?
Miss Young in the building.
Timmy say bars matter from an MC point of view, but if the best is whack, then you just wasting bars. That last part, when you say when the best is whack, now we know he's going off on Drake, and Drake is considered one of the best. Are you saying Drake is whack? Is that what you're saying? I ain't mad at you.
I think he leaning more towards the best, meaning K-Dot. I don't know. Yeah.
But K-Dot is not whack. I don't think Timmy Taylor mean that.
Well, I don't know. But we're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna listen to it a little bit more. D-Love say it was for sport, in my opinion. And I'm assuming that's to the whole Control into this competitive nature type thing that we got in hip hop, man. Well, that it's part of it. Like, he's kind of in, Kendrick, he in this cesspool of hip hop, so he gonna indulge here and there, but he still got this other side to him, D-Love say Drake is garbage. Okay. Oh shit.
God bless. I only listened to Drake when he first came out. The first probably year or two with Young Money. After that, I couldn't fuck with him no more. So I see why she say what she say. But we can continue.
You're on mute.
My fault. He ain't talking about that song, bro. He ain't talking about that like us. He talking about Drake, bro. Because let's think about it. Drake been running hip hop for a long time. Sad to fucking say.
Yeah.
I don't like his fucking music, but nobody really outsells Drake. And I think it's like he's considering Drake the party. And now it's time to watch it die. And he said, get him gone. It's time to watch the party die. He's talking about Drake, bro.
Okay. Well, you know what? The thing is, you go to a Pentecostal church, you're going to get a different interpretation than you go to a Baptist church. We sitting here, the Bible right now is these lyrics, and we interpreting this thing. We try to get some interpretation out this motherfucker, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. We got 70 the thing, man. Hit the like button one time for the church. Talk about.
I want to point that out, bro. I meant when the beat is whack. Okay, I got you now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you listen to Not Like Us in this, if you think that this beat is whack, then we got different tastes. Because I love drumless. I love drumless. I love samples. I love old soul samples. I love when there's the hi-hats and the snares and the bass sometimes, man. Whenever all of that is not present, it's so much more easier to digest and actually feel what the artist is doing with their vocal, because I look at the vocal of every artist is like an instrument to me. Like even the little inflections he was doing at the end of that last verse where he was like, "Let the boy," like he was, you heard when he was doing that shit, man. Like it's little things like that. If there was an 808 with a hi-hat and a snare, doom, 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 you wouldn't have heard any of that. So it's pros and cons to all of this when we talk about production. And I think he chose this production for a specific reason right there.
Check this out. I want to go to this comment before you hit play.
Okay.
Timmy Taylor, he say Kendrick, he's going down the Tupac path, trying to feed the beast of hip hop fans who love beef, diss songs, and battle. Do you think that, or do you feel that he's just responding? Because as an artist, especially as an MC, if someone comes at you, I think it's natural for you to respond. Now, Timothy, I can't say I never expected him to do this because, of course, like you said, he got control. But do you think this dampens what Kendrick has done for hip hop with this beef?
I kind of look at it. It's crazy. I look deeper into a lot of things, but when it comes into like hip hop competition and things like that, I feel like it's the culture that he's in type of thing. But everybody got their own interpretation of it, or what he's doing. Going down the Pac path, Kendrick Lamar and Pac, I can not see really any true comparison or parallel. I mean, they're from Cali, or Pac ain't truly from Cali, but besides them being, or representing the same coast, as far as what they talk about in their music, there are some similarities. But I don't know. I don't see it, but
I see it.
it is what it is.
I think I'm not mad at him for responding. It's just like you said, it's a part of the culture. Everybody don't go through it. Everybody's not put in that place where they have to respond to another artist calling them out for whatever reason. I think the lack of a response probably would have been worse to me because of where people hold Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? And then we talking about the big three, and Drake is one of the big three, so to say. And if he calls you out, you have to respond. And I'm glad Kendrick did what he did. I'm glad.
So is it the personality of Kendrick? The difference between Cole, and we know how Cole is, and we know Cole riding his bike around New York type shit, with his cargo pants on. Is that the reason why you glad that he did? But Cole, it's like he kind of like a different animal, so it's not like he can let that shit die because he just on some, he Cole type shit. Is that the reason?
I really don't think Cole had an issue, and I think it goes back to the original song that sparked all this shit. And I said I didn't see no fucking diss, and they're like, "Yeah, you ain't hear that? Listen, yeah, fuck the big three."
You talking about first person shooter? Just to be clear.
Well, no, the one that was that the name of the song? No, the one
him
with
him and Drake.
One that Drake did, not Drake, but Kendrick did with Future.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the one I'm speaking on. I didn't hear no diss. I felt like what Kendrick said is what he fucking should have said. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the big three. It's just big me. You know what I'm saying? That's just confidence. I don't think he meant it. They're like, man, fuck all you niggas. I really don't that way. But that's what sparked everything. So Cole responded because his folks felt like he should have. And if he'd have went with his first mind and not say anything, would people say, "Oh, Cole, you ain't gonna say shit," or "You weak as fuck"? Nah, Cole is a fucking lyrical monster. You can't say that about Cole. But he put it out there. He thought about it. Too late. and now people dragging him for the apology and pulling out of the diss. But I just feel if I was Cole, once I put it out there, I ain't finna retract it. But I don't think I would have did it because, like I said, it didn't offend me.
Right.
What he talking about, but it didn't offend me. It was like, fuck the big three. Shit, it's just
yeah. I feel that on some like on that hit dog holler type of thing. You say something, then okay, now you felt something, so you had to. So I can feel that. I can feel that. Yeah, that he's going into these life lessons of integrity type of thing. That's why I said that, because that's like the overall overtone of this song. I'll say it once again. I feel like it's that. Regardless of how we interpret it, I feel like at the end of the day, he keeps going back to that narrative and that type of commentary type of thing.
I agree.
Your personality pushing propaganda.
I thought that was interesting. Did you hear that? Did you hear when it was basically, yeah, there was a whole part that was gone. There was a whole tape that was missing. And whenever this song does officially drop on his channel, I feel like it may be filled in. But if anybody remembers old Cash Money songs, old 3 6 Mafia songs, there would be parts of their songs on the dirty version of the album that were cut out, but it was for different reasons. And I don't feel like these reasons are the same, but there's something missing right there. He was definitely saying something, but it just was cut out.
Think you said Drake's name again?
Hey, if you at the Pentecostal church and your interpretation is that way, then I feel like you may be correct, my brother.
Devil's out.
They wonder why I'm not influenced to drop. The more visual you get, the more your spirit's tried. That's deep, man. That's deep.
This is the Kendrick that we want to hear. When I say we, hip hop heads.
Right. Boss and YJ. Goddamn shit. Cause that one right there, that was tough. That because what he said, that's facts. The more visual you are, the more your spirit is tried. That's definitely facts.
And I think that came from that. I think that was the point where he said this is why he really not in a rush to drop.
Right. Yeah, that's what he said right before. That was the context of the bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cynical to say I know these artists petrified the end result.
Because right there, that's something that I love to hear artists do when they don't rhyme, but the cadence rhymes. Because spiritual, physical doesn't rhyme with seeing ghosts, but he said the cadence made it rhyme. I'm seeing ghosts. I'm spiritual. Like if you just listen to it, it sounds like he's rhyming, but we all know seeing ghosts don't rhyme with spiritual. But
yeah, I get what you're saying.
The little things like that. That's what really catch my ear. You know, whenever I'm listening. Yeah. So there we have it. You know.
Yeah, I think a lot of people you're going to see in the next few days, few weeks, maybe even a month. A lot of people break this down and give their opinion on what he meant in different parts of the song.
Yeah.
And that's what Kendrick does. That's what a real lyricist does. It makes you listen.
Right.
Makes you think. When you hear Sexy Red, you be like, okay,
it makes you think.
It make me think, why the fuck did she say that shit?
Right.
That's about it.
Right.
I love artists like Kendrick who says things that have several different meanings. And you can take it this way, you can take it that way.
Right.
And I think that's a part of the art form of hip hop. And I wish there were more artists out there like him. You feel me? So salute the K-Dot, man.
Yeah, definitely salute the K-Dot. We just want to do this little impromptu live, man. Pop up how we did with the whole beef, how we just pop up on it one time.
Yeah.
Salute everybody in the building. If you hit that motherfucker right now, man. We're gonna get up out of here. I guess any final thoughts in this thing?
I'm definitely waiting to hear 2 projects coming soon. One from Cole, one from K-Dot. Who gives a fuck about Drake right now? But yeah, I think whenever they drop, it's gonna be monumental, hopefully. Yeah, man, ride for hip hop, man. Keep real hip hop alive, man.
Yeah.
Support the real hip hop, man. That's what means a lot to me, to see people support real music. Right. But everybody have their own taste and everybody like what they like. But you just got to remember the forefathers, the people that came before these artists that really took their craft serious. And yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that, man.
Well said. I think that was well said. I agree wholeheartedly. Man. This has been another episode of In the Lab, and we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Yeah,
man.
Back on Tuesday with a BP. Next week, we're gonna be back. Leave.